First opened in 2002 at Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Washington Redskins and the Detroit Lions. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wild card game. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 24-yard line. This is Derrick Henry. Breaks Derrick Henry all alone. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Derrick Henry, 76 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. This will be taken at the 10. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Lions will take over. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. He's going deep for Brown. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
10.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Cooper's got it. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
21.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. And the tackle there will go to Ryan Anderson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And now running right through it. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina...
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Into the Redskins. How did they do?
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Let's go. 3-19.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Here's Geis, and he'll be taken down at the 34. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. And he drops this off to Townsend, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll go to the keeper. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go now. Boom, landed. Boom.
They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, tag 32, tag 32. Set, 180. 11-11.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin.
Hurry up, get set. You got 4. You got 4. I'm coming for you, 27. I'm coming for you. Come, zebra.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's third down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. Third and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
Look at the dance and the juke! And yet again! Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over first and 10. So out now come the Redskins. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Floating one, incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Hurry up, here we go.
They get it to him running left, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Derek Wolfe in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
Here's Stafford. This is caught by Antonio Brown. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. A first down carry for Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, here's Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. 3rd and 2, Stafford being chased out left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Switch. 21. Hey, go here. Hey, tag 50 left.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And a short gain down to about the 33. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Finding room to the 20. Wide open receiver, complete. And finally wrestled down at the 11. 23 yards on the play.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
The pitch to Henry. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Hey, tag 50 left.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson.
I think they like this drive a little bit. Better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 1:59 to go in the 1st half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
21.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Hey, red. Hey, 50. Zebra. Mike 50, Mike 50. Hot.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amari Cooper from 3 yards out. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Point after, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And up past the 35, a very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. Now he'll escape to his left. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
10. Give me radar.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
11. Set. 280. Mike 22.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Lions add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of the Play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Geis receives the pitch. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jonathan Bullard in there to bury him for a loss of 11. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Leopard! Leopard! Gun! 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 Gun!
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Stafford now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle here to Brown. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And there's a man they call AB. Always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds the number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
He had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 the season before. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They snap it to Stafford. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2.
Take 22. Zebra. Something right.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Derek Wolfe in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Set. Lady. Stay 50, stay 50.
They'll run it again with Henry. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And a busy night for Henry continues. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. Into the Redskins. Haven't they do?
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
53's the flank. 53. Check 53. 40 got. 40 got. 53. Ready.
They begin with Henry.
Whoosh.
Derrick Henry all alone. The 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the night. And the Lions add on to their lead.
Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And here come the Redskins now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score.
And it's a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Check, 59. Here we go, D, get off the field.
Again, it's Henry. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Alert! 3 down.
On 3rd down, it's Henry. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. They start on the ground with Geis. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Tag 50. Light.
They'll toss it to Henry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone set. You lady. Put it hot. Mike's 50.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
53. Hey, switch gears. 10, under 10, 10.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Tight right here, tight on the right, tight on the right. White. 4 down, 4 down. Alert.
Again to Henry. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Right there.
On 3rd down, it's Henry. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Toss right to Henry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on just 18.